sighed and said, our Pan is dead. His pipe hangs mute beside the river, and round it wistful sunbeams quiver, but music's airy voices fled. Spring mourns as for untimely frost, the bluebird chants a requiem. The willow blossom waits for him, our genius of the wood is lost. Then from the flute untouched by hands, there came a low, harmonious breath. For such as he, there is no death. His life the eternal life commands. Above man's aims his nature rose, his wisdom of a just content, made one small spot a continent, and turned to poetry life's prose.
Haunting the hills, the stream the while, swallow and aster, lake and pine, to him grew human or divine, that mates for this large-hearted child, such homage nature ne'er forgets, and yearly on the coverlid, neath which her darling lieth hid, will write his name in violets. To him no vain regrets belong, whose soul that finer instrument gave to the world no poor lament, but wood notes ever sweet and strong. O lonely friend he still will be, a potent presence though unseen, steadfast, sagacious, and serene. Seek not for him, he is with thee. Welcome everyone to Secondary's performance of the Night Thoreau Spent in Jail. The poem we just recited was by Louisa May Alcott, a very good friend of Henry David Thoreau. She wrote the poem after he died.
From that poem, we learned that Thoreau was very much into nature, and we will see more of that later on in the play.
To prepare for this play, we learned a lot about transcendentalism to better understand Thoreau and Ralph Waldo Emerson and the time period in which they lived. Henry David Thoreau was a pacifist, and though there were pretend guns in this performance, the thrust of the play was his desire to protest against violence and war and slavery, and his quest to find equality and peace for all human beings.
To prepare for this performance, we received our lines before spring break.
We have intensely gathered props and practiced our lines on blocking this entire week to prepare for tonight's show.
Also, there are going to be 2 actors playing Thoreau, one for each act. They will both be wearing gray vests, so they will be easy to identify. We also wanted to remind you to please turn your cell phones off.
And there should be no flash photography, since it could distract the actors. A special thanks to Glenridge Performing Arts Center, especially Ben Turoff and Alex Newberry for helping us for the last couple days for tonight's show. Be prepared to be transported to early 19th century America, Concord, Massachusetts.
Have fun and enjoy
Secondary's performance of the Night Thoreau Spent in Jail.
What's his name?
Whose name?
I've forgotten the name of my best friend.
Did you ever have a best friend?
The boy who put the gloves on the chickens.
Henry?
I keep thinking his name was David.
David Henry, where have you gone and done?
I've not gone and done anything, Mother. I've gone and not done something, which very much needed to not do it.
Oh, good heavens! Louisa! David Henry's gone and not done something again!
Henry David.
David Henry, you're being strange again!
He was strange. I almost understood him.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I don't know who you are.
I myself, Mother. If I'm not, you will be.
When you're baptized, they tell you who you are.
I wasn't listening.
At the christening, you didn't cry once, not once. Reverend Wrigley say how remarkable it was for a baby not to cry.
You think I knew what they were doing to me?
I suppose not.
That's why I didn't cry.
He was the saddest happy man I ever knew.
The happiest sad man, I think.
He worked on Sundays and took the rest of the week off. Who's this?
Sure Kane.
Oh, yes, my cane. It helps me walk.
I wouldn't mind you being so peculiar, but I have to work getting so hard, David Henry.
Henry David,
Oh, getting everything bad first. How do you learn your letters?
must the alphabet begin with A? Why not with Z?
Oh dear.
Or mix them up. Start with H. Start with Q.
Cast conformity behind you.
Cast conformity behind you.
Do you know what David Henry's trouble is, John?
What?
He keeps casting conformity behind him.
What the hell? He's been to Harvard.
Never say.
Harvard! I'm so sorry, Mother. I'll never say Harvard again. Now, here's a rare specimen. Is this one wild or tame? Wild, I think. Known to haunt the woods and ponds. Dull plumage. But a wise bird. Americanus. Something or other. I've got it. It is the species. Brother!
John!
Welcome home. How's your overstuffed brain?
I've forgotten everything already.
Well, at least you've got a diploma from Harvard.
No, I don't.
Why not?
They charge $1, and I want to pay it.
But think how much Mama would love it. Your diploma from Harvard, framed on the wall.
Let every sheep keep his own skin.
But it's evidence that you've mastered all the branches of knowledge.
All the branches, none of the roots. John, I get more from one man, not even a professor, than I did in 4 years of academic droning and snorting at Cambridge. And the strangest thing, he wasn't a stranger. I knew him. I'd seen him. You know him. You walked by him on the street. You say hello. He's just a man, just a neighbor. But this man speaks and a hush falls over all of Harvard. And there's a light about him. It comes out of his face. It's not the light of one man. I swear to you, John, it's the light of all mankind.
Idolater.
Is this the earth?
I hope so.
No! It is you and I and God and Mr. Emerson and the universal mind.
And Aunt Louisa.
Yes, Aunt Louisa, false teeth and all. I know it isn't easy to think of Aunt Louisa swimming in the Milky Way. But that's the way it thinks, I'm sure of it.
And if she can't keep afloat, you'll dive in and you'll save her. But now that you've turned your backside on Harvard, what do you plan to do?
I think I'll think for a while. That will be a change from college.
But what do you want to be? Do you have any idea?
Yes, I know exactly. I want to be as much as possible like Ralph Waldo Emerson.
In my lecture tonight, I think I read one paragraph twice. I lost my place.
Nobody noticed.
If nobody noticed, then nobody was listening.
They thought you did it for emphasis.
Well, just after that, I started thinking to myself. I thought I started to sound pompous. And dear God, dear Lydian, don't ever let me sound pompous. I'm not getting to them at all.
Of course you are.
Well, do you see that fellow in the back with his eyes closed? You don't think he was sleeping, do you?
My friend,
What?
every human being has an inalienable right to snore, provided it's not include other men's inalienable right to snore. I couldn't hear what's going on.
Nothing goes on in here. Not half the time. Then day, night. Don't make much difference.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear nothing. Just a bird.
Just a bird? Can you make it sound like that?
did you do to get yourself locked up?
What do you think?
Well, a man who talks educated like you, he can't have done something small. It must be murder, or worse.
That's what I've done by their lights out in the dark. Murder or worse. No. I refuse to commit murder. That's why I'm here.
Who they want you to kill?
Mexico.
Who's that?
That's where the war is.
What war?
Friend, this cell may be the only place in the entire United States that's at peace.
Who's fighting who?
I'm not fighting anybody.
Neither am I.
But we've got a president who went out and boomed up a war all by himself with no help from Congress and much help from me.
First I heard of it. Who's fighting them? Are you against them?
Them.
Or are you one of them?
And one of me.
That don't make no sense.
What'd you do?
I'm waiting trial.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
What they say you do.
Burned down a barn. But I didn't do it. All I did was snuck in to try and get some sleep, and I guess the sparks from my pipe fell in the hay.
Tell them that!
Tell them time's a trial. That's what I've been waiting here for 3 months.
You've been locked up in the cell for 3 entire months waiting for a chance to say that you're innocent?
That's about it.
That's outrageous. Sam! Sam Staples!
No, don't make a ruckus. I'm not a troublemaker. All I want to do is earn my keep, make a little tobacco money, and get along.
Get along! Those words turn my stomach. Mister! What's your name?
Bailey?
Mr. Bailey, what do you hear?
Nothing. Except footsteps.
Footsteps of what?
Of a man, I guess.
Where is he walking?
How would I know?
I know where he's going. He's going where he's supposed to go, so he can be where he's supposed to be at the time he's supposed to be there. Why? So he'll be liked. My God, the whole country of us only want to be liked. But to be liked, you must never disagree. If you never disagree, it's like only breathing in, never breathing out. A man can suffocate on courtesy. Common good be damned. Give me something magnificently uncommon.
I don't understand what you're saying, but it is a marvel to hear the way the words roll out.
I'll put it in plain Anglo-Saxon, Mr. Bailey. You're an uncommon man who's protesting the barn builder who shut you with clapboard and daily working hours.
Don't say that to no judge. If I burn down the barn, they'd throw me in jail.
Where do you think you are? Might as well have done the deed you didn't do.
But I'm not a man who goes around burning things down.
Good for you. Fire on the inside brings hotter than fire on the outside. A man's conviction is stronger than a flame, a bullet, or a rock. Oh my God. I wonder if they'll keep me in here for 3 months. Who'll leave my bee patch? Maybe I can get some brain work done.
It feels good to talk to a smart fella. I bet you can even write.
Sometimes.
I wish I was a writer. If I could write my name, I'd die happy.
Well, you're better off than most fighters. Bailey isn't a hard name at all.
I know the start of it.
I'll teach you the rest. Okay, ready? B.
Big.
A. I. L.
L.
E. No, right here.
A.
Y.
Y. I'll leave this jail an educated man. You must be a teacher.
Being a teacher is like being in jail. Once it's on your record, you can never get rid of it. Okay, students, hold your hand in front of you like this. Is there anything between my nose and my fingers?
No.
Nothing? There are millions of tiny dancing particles whizzing back and forth, running into each other and bouncing off. Stars, worlds, planets, universes! Right here. Now, I give you a mystery. How do we know these particles are here?
How indeed?
Oh, in private desk in the classroom. The chairman of the Concord School Committee, Deacon Ball.
I'm not here to interrupt your shared curriculum.
Thank you, sir. These particles,
Just an observer, that's all I am.
scientists have.
Try to forget him in the room.
We'll try, sir. Now, in recent years, scientists have discovered
How is it that I don't see school books over here?
we're huckleberrying, sir.
What?
We're scrambling for ideas.
That's no way to learn anything. All they need to learn is clearly spell out an approved school test.
All young Potter here is asking if really is God.
Young heathen,
No, he simply asked why, if we never see God, should we believe he exists?
matters of theology, boy, are discussable with your spiritual leader.
He already asked his spiritual leader. The Reverend whoever it is calls him an atheist, for he made the farmer instead of doubt. Mr. Potter, I'll try to answer you just as I once replied to the same question put to me by an annoying inquisitive young man. Myself.
Will this be a theological opinion?
It will be a human opinion. Now, if I go into a shop and see all the nicely finished wheels, gears, pinions, and springs of a watch spread neatly on a bench, then later find them put together exactly and working in unison to move the hands across the dial which have passed the time, do I believe that this piece have been flung together by blind chance? Certainly not. I believe that somebody with thought and plan and power has been there. An intelligence!
An intelligence that governs the universe. And in this worship service, we shall celebrate our gratitude to that intelligence. Let us pray.
Nor do I believe that the sun rising over Concord this morning was an accident. I hope you saw it, Mr. Potter. And you too, Deacon Ball. It was a brilliant sunrise. We are all related, Mr. Potter, and interrelated to a universal mind.
That's atheism.
I've often wondered, Deacon Ball, if atheism may be popular with God himself.
Transcendental blasphemy.
The universal mind is the divine part of all of us, and we partake, knowingly or not, to the wonders of that universal mind.
This all doesn't make any sense to you, Mr. Potter.
That makes sense to me. You will teach textbooks, sir.
I find your textbooks from behind the century.
Find them so?
Yes, sir, I do.
And you choose to ignore the books which has been prescribed by the school committee?
My students have the ache of curiosity, which I'm afraid your proscriptions will not cure.
Silence! You will show respect to your elders, and your schoolmaster will teach strictly according to test and Huckleberry.
Class, you've heard the deacon. We shall stick to the approved books. Your eyes must not wander from the page to look at a leaf or an unauthorized butterfly. You must not listen to a cricket or smell a flower without the authorization of the school committee. You must hold those ears and shut your nose. They may have to go an extra hand to do so.
Silence! Is this a credit you show to the municipality which feeds your mind? You will show decent respect. Make them be silent, sir. The lack of order in this classroom will most certainly be reported to the full school committee, which I intend to call an extraordinary session tonight.
Henry, give the man a penny apology.
Why should I?
So they won't cut you off from the class. If you're stubborn, what will happen when Potter asks questions?
I'm sorry for your rather ragged time in my classroom. I intend no offense towards you or the school committee.
Well, we have come to expect a certain degree of friendliness from Harvard, man. Your apology shows that you recognize this flaw in your character. But your students doesn't have Harvard as an excuse. They must be punished.
I shall lecture them.
You'll flog them. You'll flog them for showing irreverence to authority.
No, sir, I won't.
I beg your pardon.
I do not believe in corporal punishments.
What you believe is irreverent. Your opinion as a teacher has not been asked for. I direct you to flog.
Why?
It's policy. Offending students are whipped.
And what would that teach them?
Obedience, an essential quality in subordinates, whether they're pupils in a classroom or soldiers on a battlefield.
They are not training to be soldiers, not my students.
These young people are not yours. They have been sent to you by the taxpaying citizens of Concord, who expect you to abide by the rules laid down by the school administrators. Perform your duty, Schoolmaster Thoreau, if you expect to retain your post in this community.
4 of you. Any 4. You are all of you accused of the damning cries of laughter, curiosity, and candid self-expression. Bigelow! Coleman! Loring! Potter!
I congratulate you. I'm happy to be able to report to the school committee that Schoolmaster Thoreau
Has administered the sacrament of the schoolroom. resigns to teach in the public schools of Concord.
But I cannot comply with custom. I cannot perform the rites required of me by this congregation. So I resign my position as pastor of the Second Unitarian Church of Boston.
I shall never teach again.
I shall never preach again.
Henry, a school doesn't need a school committee, or trustees, or governors, or lumber, or the approved school textbooks. All a school needs is a mind that sends, and a mind that receives.
Nobody teach anybody anything.
Of course not. Teach them how to teach themselves.
Our own school, John. No building! Break out of the classroom prison! The university, our schoolroom, John. The great past world of the Concord countryside. Students, watch, notice, observe, see what is around you. Did you ever have any idea so much was going on in Haywood's Meadow? How weird you in Haywood doesn't know. The Cypripedium was already in flower. Last year didn't bloom till tomorrow. Do you have any idea how few people know it was just discovered? Stumbling across the first morning of a new flower. Most of Concord is too busy eating meals and going to the post office. I'd be sad and sorry to remember I was once in the world and never noticed anything remarkable. Not even a prince in disguise. Saw you, prince in disguise.
Of course!
Can you imagine living in the golden age and working as a hired man? Or visiting Mount Olympus and falling asleep after dinner, completely missing the conversation of the gods? Or imagine living in Judea 1,800 years ago and never knowing that Jesus was my contemporary.
Henry, look, look!
What are you doing? I'm writing. Why?
What have you been saying? So I'll remember.
Don't remember what I'm saying. Remember what I'm talking about. Who's that?
It's a girl.
Is she one of ours? I mean, does she belong to us? Is she one of our students?
I wouldn't mind, would you?
Excuse me, miss. But you look a little too old to be in this class.
Henry! A young lady is never too old for anything.
Well, it's just most of our students are 12 or thereabouts. And you're not exactly thereabouts.
Does it make such a difference, really? I just want to come along and watch. I don't ask any questions or be any bother.
Why not?
My little brother is the only one who has the right to ask questions. He's paying tuition.
You're a Sewell.
How'd you know?
Like Spa Cypripedium, like Spa Sewell.
There's only one rule in this class. No rules, so you're welcome to tag along whenever you like.
You're John Thoreau. I'm your thundercloud. Henry.
What previous educational experience have you had?
Finishing school.
Dear God.
I survived.
I warn you, Miss Sewell, that John and I are not finishers. Nobody leaves us with a smooth surface. We rough up the consciousness, scrape the moss off young minds.
Mrs. Thoreau, go back to your students. I've interrupted.
Of course you have. Every creative event that ever happened in the world was an interruption, unexpected, unplanned for. The only people who ever get any place interesting are the people who get lost. That's why the planets make so much better company than the stars. They keep whirling back and forth across the sky, and you never know when you're going to find them. Students, we have another Sewell, Edmund's sister. Your first name?
Ellen.
Ellen Sewell. Our textbook, Miss Sewell, is Haywood's Meadow, approved by the Almighty, if not by a school committee. In this pastoral book, we have 300 distinct and separate varieties of grass. I know, I've cataloged it myself. You look down and say, that's grass, grass is grass. Ridiculous! You missed the splendid variety of show you writing again!
Why? When you go to school, keep a notebook, so that way you can remember what you've been taught.
Don't just, then it's a notebook that does remembering, not you.
You keep a notebook.
I offer a ridiculous straw hat. That doesn't mean you should wear a ridiculous straw hat. You look ridiculous in it. Nature didn't stuff this melon full of identical blades of grass, each an imitation of each other. They're all different. Follow the leaders, not the game we're playing here, young lady. Be your own man!
Henry! Don't shout at her.
I will take any notes, I promise. Not one.
Why not? If you want to take notes, go ahead. But not because I'm beneath our feet, the infinity of the sky above us. And if I have jotted down a note about a cloud flame, or about sunlight on a bird's wing, don't you write just because I am writing. Don't copy me. If you wish merely to listen to the sky, or smell the sky, or feel the sky on your fingertips, do that too. Because I believe there should be as many different persons in the world as possible. So, each of you, be very careful to find and pursue your own way.
Bailey. I can write. Watch me do it all by myself.
Don't learn to write your name.
I already learned.
Unlearn it. Learning to write your name can lead to writing sentences, and the next thing you know, you're writing paragraphs and then books.
You write
And-
books?
And then you'll be as much trouble as I am.
You write books?
Yes.
Well, if my mother lived to see me sitting in the same jail cell as a man who wrote a book, wouldn't she be proud of me? Tell me something. Do you make up all the words yourself?
Now and then I stick in a word two's been used before.
There must be a fortune in it. I hear tell some books cost more than $1.
I have a library of nearly 900 volumes, 700 which I wrote myself. My friend, give up your literary career.
Mr. Thoreau,
Good morning.
I came to tell you that you should wait for Edmund. Just go ahead and slip across the when we come.
I hope he's not ill.
No. It's my father.
He's ill?
Not exactly. Father's worried. He thinks that Edmund's learning too much.
That's good news. I thought Edmund was a bit sluggish myself. Tell your father not to worry. I'll slow down with Edmund.
I'm afraid father doesn't want him to come to your school at all anymore.
Oh. Your father's opposed to knowledge.
No. He's supposed to transcendentalist. That's what he says you are. And your brother too. A whole family afflicted with transcendentalism.
What the devil does your father think transcendentalism is? Smallpox?
No. I asked, and he tried to explain it to me. But the more he explained it, the less I understood. Father has a gift that way.
A born non-teacher. This will get into the boat.
Oh?
I'm going to take you on a voyage of exploration. No tuition charge. Keep your eye on the line between the water and the sky. I'll row. There used to be a row of cedars on the far shore. We've lost that link with them.
Where have they gone?
Into firewood, up into smoke, into houses. Do you know what we are doing, Miss Sewell? We're poisoning paradise, shearing off the woods, making the poorest fall before her time.
But we have to have houses, Mr. Thoreau, or should we all live in caves?
What's the use of a house if you haven't got a tolerable planet to put it on? Did you know trees cry out in pain when they're cut? I've heard them. What bells in town toll for them? We prosecute men for abusing children. We got to prosecute men for maltreating nature.
My father says God put everything on here for men to use.
How? Did the good father also put us here to root and snort and glut ourselves like pigs? No, pigs are better. Pigs are the most respectable part of the population. At least they consume the wealth instead of contributing to it. Hear that?
I like railroads far better than a horse and a carriage.
Why?
It's smoother and much faster.
And dirtier and uglier? Thank God men haven't learned how to fly. They waste the sky as well as the earth, chop down the clouds.
That's transcendentalism, Mr. Thoreau?
No. Yes, it is in a way. Take your father, for example. Do you love the man?
Of course.
Why?
He's
Transcendentalism?
Maybe like,
I think that's wicked. I think that's really nice.
who says it's wicked?
Father, last night at the dinner table, Edmund gave Father a sermon on the oversoul.
Good for Edmund. Most diamonds are tabernacles when Father gets the pulpits.
Oh, he got it right back up. He was still shouting at breakfast. He broke off with an incomplete sentence last night and picked it right back up this morning at porridge.
Well, I'm a little older than Edmund. I get to hear the first valuable syllable advice from my seniors. We are born as innocents. We are polluted by advice.
I have to go back.
Why?
Father expects me.
Surprise him.
Edmund did. He's braver than I am.
Stand up to your father.
No, Mrs. Thoreau, please, not in the boat.
Oh.
Can you please go back to shore?
No, listen to me. If I were to say, I love you, Sewell, Miss Sewell Ellen, you wouldn't think much of it as a statement of fact. You knew it's only an echo, a mouthing of something somebody told me to say. But if I were to say, I love you, out of myself, out of my experience, from lack of it, then you and God had better believe me.
Mother, Henry's in love.
Oh, who is he in love with?
It's a church-going, educated girl.
Oh, thank God.
I am not one of your birds, nor one of your fish, Mrs. Thoreau, so I can neither fly nor swim back to dry land. I must simply sit here and hope that you are gentleman enough to row me back to shore.
I'm sorry. I'll row you back to shore on one condition.
I have to accept it,
Come to church on Sunday.
but you don't even go to church.
Of course not. Why should I have the Sabbath spoiled by a sermon?
And yet you invite me to church?
With my brother. You have a strong family resemblance. But if you find anything in me worth writing down in a notebook, you'll find paragraphs of it in John. Where I am cantankerous, he is amiable. Where I have thorns and brambles, he is a garden. Where I am a bare hill in winter, he is spring.
How do you know your brother wants to take me to church?
Didn't you hear him in the meadow?
He barely spoke to me.
That's why Miss Eloquence. You didn't hear him.
Good day, Mr. Thoreau. Thank you for making transcendentalism so clear.
Did I? To miss anything is that's Edmund.
What are you going to do about your school?
I'm going back to it. As a pupil. Maybe I can learn from nature and from John. A patch can be rocked into flowers and not make a single sound. But a man, presumably wise as a daffodil, speaks so loudly on the eardrums, so nobody can hear what he's trying to say. Mr. Bailey, what do you think of marriage? That seems to be majority opinion. Bailey, do you hear that? That's ridiculous. That man has to be a stone box where we can hear the music of his own village. Thank you, Concord. Thank you for locking me up so I'm free to hear what I've never heard before.
Tell me, Dr. Emerson, what is the feeling of a clergyman who hears another pastor in the pulpit?
Relief.
That you don't have to give the sermons.
That it's over.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you.
Oh, no. Oh, Davy Henry, not on a Sunday.
This is Sunday, isn't it? Probably been locked up inside. What a shame.
We are feeding our souls.
How selfish of you. I would be the floor of Concord.
Labor on Sabbath and the devils in Massachusetts.
Henry worships in the woods.
Then why we have churches for?
I sometimes wonder.
Dr. Emerson means that the good Lord is everywhere.
The Lord I know rested on the seventh day.
Why, Deacon Ball, you're older than I thought. For you and me, Deacon, the Declaration of Independence has already been written. Young Thoreau has to declare it every day, Sundays included. So what's the harm if he swears
be unthinkable.
Amen. The Thoreau doesn't have any intention of marrying her father, but she stood up to him.
I wasn't there, but evidently she sat down.
So you wasted 6 good summer Sundays taking her to church.
When I asked her to marry me, there was a pregnant pause. Well, not pregnant, but a pause. Then she said, "Oh dear." At first I thought she was being affectionate, but then I realized she really said, "Oh dear."
That
Then she said, "Why doesn't Henry ask me?" And I said, "If he did, would you say yes?" And she said, "No, but why doesn't he ask me anyhow?"
That's an outrage!
She
She wants her
won't,
both as her petticoat strings.
she won't marry you. And she sure as hell won't marry me. But I think she'd marry both of us in a minute.
But that's carrying Unitarianism too far.
It makes for a rather lonely-looking future.
Well, when I'm 90 and you're a mere infant of 88, you'll come around and comfort me.
When you're 90, Henry, hell, I'll be a mere infant of 92.
And that's when we'll both go for the hand of old Dame Ellen.
Yes, it is.
Yes, is it? Let's go.
Woo-hoo!
And to Almighty God, we commend the soul of our brother departed, John Thoreau, and we commit his body to the ground, in the sure and certain hope of a resurrection unto eternal life. Let us pray.
Baby Henry, pray with me.
Mother, for both your sons. What happened? He died. I was in Winthrop. I didn't hear about it until after the funeral. He had a glamorous death. With a nice table round. They slashed at each other rusty swords. We all died of blood poisoning. I don't understand. John, 3 mornings ago, I was thinking something very funny while shaving. He burst out laughing and cut himself. The razor was old and vicious and despised his own face.
I wonder if God lets us be hurt so we can learn to transcend the pain. In the boat, I didn't understand really, but is it possible that even though John stopped living, he might continue to be?
I'm here for the job.
Well, what sort of work would you like to do?
Anything. I wish to use my hands.
And what about your head?
It could be useful. For burrowing, perhaps.
You're giving up thinking?
For this lifetime, yes.
Well, we could certainly use a handyman. Mrs. Emerson will assure you that of all God's creatures, I am the least handy of men. My carpentry skills stop at cutting cheese.
There's a great deal that needs doing. The wall by the back meadow needs mending.
I'm a mason.
You are?
No, of course I'm not mason. I do masonry.
Well, the weeds are at war with the marigolds, and the way I'm looking at it, the weeds are winning.
They're doomed. Being a weed myself will infiltrate the ranks.
What about children, Mr. Thoreau?
What about them?
You've had experience with them?
child once myself. Briefly.
It would be so nice for Edward to have someone who could take him boating and hiking. Dr. Emerson has so little time to be a father. He's so occupied with his writing and lectures.
We're not with your son, Dr. Emerson. I'll turn my brain back on. Temporarily.
Where's Edward? Edward!
It's important, I think, for you to meet Edward to be sure that you two are companionable.
Why shouldn't they be?
Yes, sir.
A firm handshake, Edward, to Mr. Thoreau. You'll be extremely good friends.
I don't see why not.
How do you do, sir? Isn't it nice, Edward, having a new member of the family?
Yes, ma'am.
But we can't expect Henry to work for the same meager salary we pay Edward, which is nothing.
If it makes you any happier, I'll take the same pay as Edward. Try to be worth it.
Henry, you're not a very good businessman.
I'm not a businessman at all. If you don't pay me a regular salary, I don't feel obliged to keep regular hours. Hello brought margin into my life. But be assured the work will be done.
Then you must have weekly wages.
So they have to be money. Couldn't it be? How far does your back meadow extend?
To the woods.
Including the woods.
A section of it, to the shore of the ponds.
Perhaps someday, my work has been of use to you, and if we remain friends, you can give me a small bit of it. Just a small square, no bigger than this room. Not as a gift, though. I don't want to own it. Simply as an understanding between friends who know that the woods really belong to the woodchucks anyhow.
What will you do with it?
I don't know. An idea I have. An experiment.
Did Henry have his parcel of woods for his experiment?
Well, I'm not too sure what this experiment is about, but if the woodchucks don't object, then why should I?
Thank you, Doctor. I mean, Waldo.
Don't be too much a stranger, Henry. I might interrupt your work now and again. If you could help me mend a cracked wall or pull a few weeds in my lecture writing.
I'm not a polite man. Be as frank with you as I am with Back Meadow.
Not many people understand that young man. He wants nothing.
Perhaps he wants too much.
What time is it? Where do you live?
In the woods, my pond.
Away from everything?
Where I live, I have plenty of company. Just no people.
Don't you get scared at night in the dark?
Why be afraid?
How do you eat?
Very well. I've been patched some Indian corn. Now Walt took a fish or two.
What happens in winter?
It snows. So I don't have to go to the pond for fresh water. All I have to do is reach outside, grab a handful, melt it, and it's sweet as the sky. There are a few things you need in town, though. They walk into town.
You have condescended to pay a call on civilization, Mr. Thoreau.
Briefly, reluctantly.
How is life among the savages?
If I conquered long enough, you may find out.
Hello, Henry.
Hello, Sam.
What's wrong with your shoe?
What's wrong with my shoe? Got sick. What's wrong with my foot? Got a sick shoe. Cobbler, carrot.
Henry, I got something for you.
Huh?
I can't. Now imagine a man as busy as you are could, with you talking to the birds and talking about them fish. Naturally, it don't occur to you to think much about taxes.
You know, I don't think much of taxes.
They gotta be paid.
Why?
It's the law. Henry, I'm not blaming you for being forgetful, but it might surprise you to learn you haven't paid your taxes in 2 years. Look, Henry, I got this order. I got it certified.
Thanks, Sam. It's just fine. Just fine, you don't have to go cobbler after all.
Now, Henry, that's an official paper. You can't just walk over it like that.
Why not? It's the best thing the government gave me. Most practical, anyhow.
Look, Henry, serving a court order on you isn't pleasant, but sometimes this job isn't pleasant.
If you don't like the job, Sam, then quit.
Someone's got to do the work of the people.
Oh, you work for the people.
Yes, sir, I do.
My people now need you. You're free. If it help you any, I'll fire you.
Now looky here, Henry, you're going to pay your tax or not?
Sam, do you pay your taxes?
Yes, I do. If I didn't, I'd have to arrest myself.
Or you're going to arrest me?
I want to arrest you, Henry. The government is thinking about taxes, especially when there's a war going on. After all, it ain't that much money. Wow. I'll pay for it.
Don't you dare!
Alone, just you can.
I will not pay one copper penny to an unjust government. I will not pay the tithes and charity to the church, so I signed up from the church. Why am I already signed up from the government? Where do I sign, Sam? Where?
You can't do that.
Why not?
Because even the president has to obey the laws.
Oh, the poor president, for preserving his image and doing his duty, he doesn't know what to do.
The majority says.
I'm the majority. A majority of what?
Arrest him!
Yeah.
I want to arrest him.
Go ahead, constable, and not me I can come into town to fix a pair of shoes. Not even a pair, one shoe. Without his neighbors coming around upon him with their dirty institutions.
Lawbreaker.
What God made men free? Men have got to make the law free. If a law is unjust by heaven, men have got to say so. Even if the odds of society wants to clap in jail for it.
That's a revolution.
Yes, sir, that's revolution. What do you think having a conqueror bridge a prayer meeting?
Henry, what are you trying to do? Wipe out all the laws?
As many as possible.
Somebody better go tell them off where you want them up in society.
Society's running up against me. All I've been doing is minding my own business, going to the cobbler, and it was anything from the government. Law actually take from me.
Throw him in jail!
Go ahead, Sam, clap me in chains, drag me off to jail.
Something must be almighty wrong when a man's so willing to go.
Sam, it's quite simple. What the government of this country is doing turns my stomach. And if I keep my mouth shut, I'm a criminal to myself, to my God, to society, and to you, Sam Staples. You want $1 from me? Well, if I don't approve the way the dollar thing spent, you're not going to get it.
I swear I can't figure what makes you so ornery, Henry.
Have you heard what they're doing down in Washington?
Well, I don't have much time for newspapers, and I read slow.
Then open up your ears. Find out what your hired man is doing in the White House.
He's not just my president, he's yours too.
No, sir. I'm not paying his salary. He's fired.
Dr. Emerson pays his taxes.
That's his problem. I'm not paying mine. You're going to drag me off to jail.
I'm gonna have to.
Cut me to Bastille. Bye-bye.
Somebody better go tell his mom.
Don't let his Aunt Louisa know. She'll have a conniption fit. I'm gonna go tell her.
Ain't much, but it's clean.
Music, too. Very soothing.
I have to put down your age, Henry.
Who is it? I've got it.
I already have, dear.
Lydia, what are you doing?
It's Henry. He's in jail.
Let me see that.
Every night, Louisa, every night I have this terrible nightmare. I dream about David Henry's in jail, but tonight I didn't even have to go to sleep.
Henry, before I take off my boots, why don't you just pay up?
We got the boots, Sam.
Lydia, where's my coat? I've got to get my boots on.